Now, as we watch the developments over in Indonesia with the gathering of the G-20, not everybody is there. And of course, the Ukraine war is the topic du jour. Even though they've got energy and other topics that they want to talk about, the Indonesian foreign minister already saying that we want to find ways to move forward. Do you think there's going to be any constructive takeaways from this weekend meeting?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, I sure hope so, but it looks extremely unlikely, to be frank. And a lot of that is due to the fact that the U.S. State Department has already said that Secretary Blinken will not be meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov off to the side or in any venue. And as you mentioned in your opening, even the Indonesian host of the G20, they don't plan to attend the dinner that Lavrov's going to be attending as well. So it's pretty frosty between, the U.S. And many or most of its allies and partners, and along the other side of the table, the Russians and the Chinese. So I don't expect any diplomatic breakthroughs at this particular event, unfortunately.
Maybe as an entire bloc, there might not be any fruit to bear from this. But in terms of the bilaterals, because there are many of those that are taking place, so we are going to be watching what's going to be happening between the U.S. and China, Blinken and Wang on their meeting tomorrow. What are you expecting? What are some of the other bilateral relationships that we should be keeping an eye out on?
Yeah, I mean, I think Blinken and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi's meeting will certainly be one to watch. It's pretty rare that those two get a chance to have a frank discussion. And so obviously U.S.-China competition has been intensifying in recent years. But we've also seen from the Biden administration, especially within, I would say, the last year or really within the last year, kind of a softening approach on its, quote unquote, extreme competition against China that President Biden laid out kind of early on in his tenure. We've seen the administration repeatedly talk about the need for guardrails in the relationship. And so, there could be the potential for some sort of, common cause there. But when it comes to Russia in particular, I don't see much because China has already agreed with Russia that it is a no limits partner of Moscow. And when you look at Chinese state-run media, they have essentially been parroting Russian propaganda, Russian talking points on the fact that, NATO expansion and U.S. meddling with Ukraine is essentially what resulted in Russia's invasion of Ukraine, although they call it a special military operation, again, parroting Russia's talking points. So I don't see much there, unfortunately, either.